Hey. It's that time. It's Monday night. It's 8 p.m. Eastern. We're here for the SideKick Power Hour. We do this every week. It's a lot of fun. My name is Nakia, and I'm one of your hosts, and I love doing this. It's really one of the best parts of my week every week. Some amazing people that I get to share this time with, and that includes you at home. We couldn't do this without you, obviously, and we're so grateful to see each and every one of you in the comments below. So welcome, and let us know tonight in the comments what you love about the show, what you'd like to see more of, what maybe you'd like to see less of. We want to hear from you. So put that in the comments below anytime tonight. We'll be taking a look at them, okay? So let's get into it. Let's get our co-host in here, the one and only Joshua R. Pangborn. Hey, Josh.
Hey, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Welcome back to SideKick Power Hour. Josh, we've been doing this for 51 weeks. Tell us what we're in store for week 51.
Well, week 51 should come as no surprise because we're going to be talking about the SideKick production universe. We're going to be talking about Demon Doctor, watching some of that tonight. We're going to be watching and talking about some really fun stuff in episode 4. We're going to be meeting some great people. We're going to be talking a little bit about the musical episode, and we're going to be having some fun, I think. And also, of course, we're going to have an audience question for you. And that is, who or what is the most misunderstood horror creature? So every week we ask you an important question that we want to talk about. This week, this is our question. Who or what is the most misunderstood horror creature? Put your comments in the comment section, and I will bring that up at some point with Nakia and everyone else later today. And
well, that's a good question, my friend.
I think so too. Hi, Chuck. Welcome, and thank you for watching Skeleton Crew.
Thanks for being here, Chuck. I too love gay chubs. I love you, Paul Anzulis from the other room up there with Josh. I love you, shaved face, Paul Anzulis, from that comment from your Facebook profile there. So
from 20 years ago,
is the most misunderstood horror creature? I've got some ideas on this, so I'm excited to talk about that. But I'm also excited because, like I said a minute ago, this is 51 episodes. I mean, it's so 51. Incredible. And joining us every week, or almost every week, on all of those are our good friends, Ashley Monique Menard. There she is. And our good friend, Stuart Kiczek.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Good evening to all of you. We're so glad that you're with us. We, it's been a crazy bit of time, obviously. Ashley, we missed you last week. Oh, look.
It's so nice.
You never have to miss Ashley if you're wearing one of her awesome T-shirts, which you can get at
so true.
tpublic.com/sidekick productions right there. Thank you for that plug. Ashley, we did miss you last week. Where were you?
I don't remember. I was on a plane. Coming from Colorado.
The plane?
I flew the plane. When I was sleeping, I flew the plane, but in all actuality, I was on the plane. I wasn't flying it. Although I did have a dream last night that I was flying.
I love that. I love flying dreams. They're one of my favorites. Another thing that's one of my favorites is the F Your Fears podcast. What's going on with that?
Oh, super. We've had Joshua, Josh Bartier was on, and we talk about mental health, and we talk about suicide. We talk about, dealing with thoughts of suicide, as well as how it affects people. And so it's a very heavy and heartfelt, with a lot of love. Josh shares his story, his journey throughout his life, as well as we talk about musicals. So we talk about suicide and musicals. A little bit of everything.
Did you talk about Next to Normal?
No.
You talked about suicide and musicals, but you didn't talk about Next to Normal.
Wow.
No.
Did you talk about Javert's?
I don't make the connection.
Next to Normal is a musical about mental health and suicide, and it's actually the kind of thing I would have expected to talk about.
We didn't. We talk about Josh's career within musical theater, and I met him in Actoria, and then he was very brave and shared his story of suicide attempts, and that's super close to my heart because I lost one of my best friends when he killed himself. And so this episode's super special, not only because I love Josh Bartier so much. He's an incredible human being. And it's one of those things where sometimes the funniest, kindest, sweetest people in the room struggle the most when it comes to mental health. Sometimes you don't know it. And that's why I love this episode so much, because it's so close to my heart, and this is something that Josh has struggled with in his story. Him sharing his story helps people, and I love that. I love that so much. So it's a very powerful episode.
Well,
But
folks,
don't listen to the F Your Fears podcast. If you don't listen to the F Your Fears podcast, you really, really should, because Ashley not only brings on amazing, talented people, but she does it in a way that helps spread their positive work that they do. And it's really just a wonderful podcast to listen to. I think you should all go and listen to it when you're not watching things from the SideKick production universe, of course.
Thank you so much for the update. Stuart, anything exciting going on over there in your world?
I don't know if you heard, but I got to film something for a little show called Demon Doctor this past weekend.
Oh my goodness! Well, I'm so excited.
And that's great, because that answers Blachu Bear's question. Did anybody get to hang out this past weekend? I know a couple of us did.
I did.
You absolutely
very nice. And I got to be around most of these people that are in this room right now.
Oh, that's great.
And it was very nice, and it felt very good, and it was just like old times, and it was a blessing.
And next week, I'll get to be around you both this weekend, actually. But somebody that I'm not going to get to be around yet, but I really can't wait to, is our next guest. I know that we're all excited about her being here tonight. Let's take a moment, and I believe Josh has got a clip for us to take a look at who we have on the show tonight.
Are these reports serious?
It's a preliminary report, Captain. Nothing more.
They're fairy tale bullshit, Detective. Again. I thought you were going to keep his feet on the ground.
You saw the markings around the body. They were obviously...
What, Mark? Evidence that some evil creature committed a ritual sacrifice in order to steal a foot?
He is missing a foot.
And what do you think happened to that foot?
Well, if it's a ghoul, as I suspect, he probably ate it. That's what they do. They lure victims into inconspicuous areas so they can consume their flesh. I looked it up online.
Check these reports before you file them, or you both will be on death duty until you retire.
Oh, no, Captain J, just wait!
Enough!
You can look it up online yourself. You don't have to, though, because we got it right here. It's Brenda Crawley, everybody. Captain Jadis herself. Brenda, I hear from so many people how much they love working with you on Demon Doctor. And, of course, I'm super a big fan of your work there. Now, I think Josh had a kind of a special request for you when you were writing season 2. Is that true, Josh?
Well, I had a special request from an actress who said specifically, I want to make sure that I have scenes with Brenda this season. And Ashley... was the person making that request. Ashley said, I want to make sure I have scenes with Brenda this season because I want to work with her. And the good news is I made it happen. So
I can't wait.
Make it happen.
I love it. Brenda, welcome to the show. Kelvin, of course, telling you, oh, Captain, my Captain, welcome. We've been waiting to get to this part of Demon Doctor so we could get you on. Tell us a little bit about you and how you got to be a part of the SideKick universe.
I was very fortunate. I answered a backstage, I believe, acting breakdown, and did a self-tape, and was lucky enough and fortunate enough to get cast. And it's been a wonderful roller coaster.
And have you worked in horror before?
No. So wow. This was that's what was so great about it too. Yeah. And that scene too is just excellent. I love the humor of it too, and then the seriousness, the relationship between Mark and I love it.
We all love it too, and I'm sure the fans at home love it. One of my favorite lines happens around the same time in the show, where you're yelling at him. I think just before this, and you said, "What is this? Have they been killed by a selfie?" And he's like, "It's a selkie," Just so funny. And so
Great
I can
writing.
see more of you in season 2 of Demon Doctor. What have you been doing during this time where everybody was struggling to figure out how we were going to work and what we were going to do? Was there anything in particular that you were able to be a part of?
Yes, I was fortunate to be able to be part of a production, Prometheus Bound, which was a stage production that was actually filmed for the Tank here in New York. And it was
wow.
It was a great experience, and it was different in doing the whole, like you said, COVID. We had Zoom rehearsals, and it wasn't until right up until about tech that we actually got into the space and started to work. So it was really great.
Wow. Well, let's take a look at the trailer for Prometheus Unbound.
Bound.
I love the Tank.
Or Prometheus Bound, sorry.
Here is where our play begins.
Here is where our play begins. Here is where our play begins.
Here is where our play begins.
You want to know how I did it? I'll tell you.
Whoa, Prometheus Bound. That was awesome. Brenda, wow. I mean, that looks really interesting. I thought when you said you shot it all at the tank or whatever, you got to go out and shoot some of this stuff, and it looks really good. Did you have a good time? Oh wait, you're still muted. Hang on one second. Now you're unmuted. There you go.
It was a great experience. Actually, because I was bound, I was always in the tank, and the water nymphs got to be outside. But Rand, who was the director, had so many great ideas. Just to be cast in the role of Prometheus was a great honor, and just to work with that cast and crew was wonderful. It was phenomenal. The tank, I think Ashley said, is a great place to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, folks at home, this is available for you to watch on demand, and we highly recommend this. I know I'm going to do it. It's only $10. You go to vimeo.com/on-demand/Prometheus Bound, or you can probably go to just vimeo.com and search even for Prometheus Bound, and make sure you go to the one for the tank. But great job on that trailer. I can't wait to see the whole thing. Now. Where can folks find you online? I believe maybe we have an Instagram that people can go to.
That's me right there, Instagram, Brenda.
Perfect. So folks at home, make sure to follow Brenda on Instagram. It's Brenda_Crawley. So don't forget, Brenda, as we're watching the episode tonight, to be thinking about this week's question: who or what is the most misunderstood horror creature? And we're gonna be talking about that after the break later on. Okay, so let's at home put your answers in the comments below. Ashley, you have a question?
I do. Well, it's more of a comment. I would just like to say a huge kudos to that production company, that theater company that decided to do a play, to film it, and charge online so people can watch it. That is just so clever. Not only is it clever for the theater company to do that, but it's also great for the actor because you have content. Like you have beautiful footage, like for a reel and for just clips to be able to send to casting directors. So kudos to them. I think that's so.
And they have a lot of things going on. Just plug not only myself, but just the tank. Just go to the tank website. They do a lot of cyber tank productions and things like that. So of interest to everyone, probably. So yeah, they're great.
Oh, awesome. Great. Because I've been there in person before COVID and seen shows there. I didn't know that they had it going on, like had the theater that you could. I don't know. I'm impressed.
No.
I'm just like, wow, such a great idea, Josh. We should do a play.
Folks at home, don't forget you can see that at vimeo.com/on-demand/Prometheus Bound. And what you're about to see right now is episode 4 of Demon Doctor, or as we like to call it, the Demon Doctor Codex Volume 1, or I'm sorry, Codex 1 Volume 4. So let's take a look at Volume 4.
It's like, wait, what day was this? Oh.
I'm wearing Stuart's t-shirt.
You think you can make me look like an idiot?
Oh, Jonathan, I think you can do that all by yourself.
Don't you walk away from me. You humiliated me back there.
See, we all have to deal with the consequences of our choices. You chose not to do your homework, which means you didn't learn the vocabulary, which means you didn't know how to win the debate against me. And your mother, well, she chose to drink
you
what she
had
was
a beard
pregnant
as
with
a
you, which
child.
means she gave birth to a child with limited brain cells.
Wow, I love that. So shady.
You think you're funny, huh?
Hysterical.
Hold 'em, boys!
All right.
Ugh.
There's nothing more you could have
It looks like you've got a mouth on your eye.
Of course
It's
I
so
wasn't,
gross.
sweetie. But Lemon Tart was. She adores you, and she is always watching over you.
Oh, she's been drinking a lot of
It
Kool-Aid.
wasn't your fault.
Look at her lips.
She's the sprite that lives in our garden.
I love
It would have been a
Petita.
lot nicer if she had done more than watch.
Well, there's only so much we can
She's
do.
so good as the
You know
mom.
I love you, and I always will be there to protect you. But there will be times when you will be alone. And it is those times that you must be strong. You just do the best that you can. And then you will know that that is the most you can hope for.
I love you, Mom.
Oh, I love you, sweetie. I'm sorry for what happens to you.
This was a really fun episode
No, I
to
thought
score
we
new
were
sound
finished
effects.
this time.
It's a fun episode to edit too.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I never know what's for the best.
I shot this scene.
You don't seem to understand, though. You
Actually, did shoot this
always
scene.
get to choose.
I'd like to see you try and stop me.
Where I'm going, you don't get to follow. But that shouldn't bother you. You never tried before.
And maybe that was my mistake.
Maybe.
All right, it was in the past. That's over and done with, okay? I am ready to admit my mistakes.
That big brain of yours, and yet you can be so stupid. Derek, we have to go. And this time it's me that has to watch you leave.
Where am I going?
I'm dead now, Derek.
I think maybe I am too.
Please do, Chuck. It's a lot of fun, I think.
Technically, you did. You're watching this right now.
Oh, who's that?
That was creepy to get into a body bag, I will say that.
I bet.
Oh, I thought it was just one of those bags for
Mark,
soup.
do you realize what you...
Yeah, honestly, Cat.
There she is.
This man was involved not one, but 2 of your cases. There's no paperwork on him, nothing to verify his status. And now he's dead.
I know, he's vital to the investigation. As an expert, as a demonologist, he was my friend.
There was this kid I went to school with, Willie. We were neighbors, had been close as kids. But as we grew older, he found himself drawn to all the things he shouldn't be. You know, gangs, drugs, typical city boy cliche. Found himself in and out of jail while I was finishing school and graduating from the academy. Once I became a cop, I said, you know what, I can help this guy. So I convinced him to be my PI. He told me all the things I needed to know. Help me with my career. He helped me get in this cozy office. You know what happened to him?
Oh, God, Captain, I'm sorry. Did he?
He's married with 2 kids and a great job because I registered him with the department and I followed the proper procedure.
Okay. Now where I saw this going?
I like you, Mark. But you need a harsh dose of reality to snap you out of this fantasy world that you're living in. And maybe it's my fault for letting you come back so soon after Jacob. I don't know. But I'm going to solve this problem for you if you won't do it for yourself. You're suspended.
No. I gotta figure this out, Captain. Please.
Mark, take the time that you need, go, and come back a better man.
That eyebrow, though. So good.
You know what, Captain?
Writing,
Following the rules doesn't make you a better man. It just makes you a tamed one.
Rawr.
Yeah.
She's definitely tearing him a new one.
No one asked.
That shirt.
I'm just saying.
Well, don't. Just take care of taking pictures of dead bodies, motherfucker.
Thank you.
Don't threaten me with a good time. It gets better, detective. Every ass beating does.
Is the curse words that Hunter dropped in the script?
Probably not.
Well.
Yeah, you're on your own for a bit, man.
Bullshit. Hey, let me talk to her.
Jesse, she's not gonna change her mind. She thinks I got Derek killed.
I
might be right.
I've seen the photos. They don't look anything like the other 2 cases. And you don't even know this guy. Maybe he was into some deep shit they just came crawling back to collect.
Like, you think it's all coincidence?
Well, stranger things have happened.
No. I don't believe it.
Stranger Things season 1 is really the only
fault. Just like Jacob was.
You're a
just
cop, man. People died. That's what happens. The only way it's your fault is if you did something to make it happen. I shouldn't have to tell you.
On the t-shirt.
I know. Right.
Yeah,
Doesn't
you
make me feel
mother
better,
effer.
though.
That shot was very hard to get. Stuart and I struggled to get that shot. It was very, and then you can also see me and Stuart in the mirror here.
Don't let them know that.
Oh, I see it!
I love it.
Oh, it's not the best time right now.
What do you mean?
No, it's not
By
the
way
best
of
time.
Bayonne.
No, what are you talking about? This is the agreed upon time. This is the best time for my reading. Madame Ruby and I consulted numerous numerology charts to pinpoint the exact best time for my reading, and this is that time. Every week, I need my reading right now.
Yeah, well...
And? So what? He's dead! I didn't come to see Derek. I came to see Madame Ruby. Madame Ruby. Madame Ruby. Hello?
You need to come back another day.
Ash, let her in.
Excuse me.
Amber's a Karen.
I was just gonna say it.
My favorite part
I'm
is
very sorry for your loss.
standing right
Can
there.
we get started, please?
Cut the deck.
Madam, there's no need to push yourself. This trollop can wait till next week.
Who are you calling a trollop? And what is that?
Oh, it means fashionable beauty, love.
Oh, thank you. But I definitely cannot wait until next week.
She doesn't know what trollop means. I know what trollop means.
Could you get me a glass of water? I'm sorry, Amber.
Are you okay?
Thank you.
Ash,
No.
get her some better quality water.
Quality
Better
water.
quality.
She's obviously, it's not working.
I'm going to throw up.
Oh,
Rumpet. That's my favorite one.
Ash, you know what this means.
Yeah, We need to talk about your diet plan, madam.
Here I am.
Rocking like a demon king.
90210 intro song.
This is an original song by me. Let's shoot for brand new. Whoop.
What's it gonna do?
Oh, little piggies.
Nakia's first day on set.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, this is stuff. Oh yeah. Oh.
What are you doing?
Trying to fuck a corpse.
Do I look like a corpse?
Well, yeah, up until the point you started talking.
Well, that is not very nice of you. What are you holding anyway?
I think this is your,
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I mean, that would... What did you do to me? Who are you?
Listen, hey, look. My name is Giacomo. I'm the medical examiner.
I'm in a morgue? I'm in a morgue? I'm in a morgue? I can't be in a morgue.
No,
We're
Carl.
a bad time to talk about consent.
Okay, look. You were dead. Now you're not.
You say that's something that just happened?
It does.
How often?
Insane! You're insane! This whole thing is insane. I can't be dead because I am up and I am talking and I am walking.
No, definitely not.
And you were trying to fuck a corpse? What kind of medical examiner are you? What kind of morgue is this? I'm getting out of here.
No, listen, hey, look, I'm sorry, but you can't go anywhere until I figure out what to do with you.
Stay away from me, you corpse fucker. I'm gunning for your medical license, but I am gonna... You
Now
come
that's
near
a
me, I'm gonna
t-shirt.
take your balls too.
Wait! You forgot your penis!
We will be right back after these messages. I forgot about that.
Oh, hey. How was the flight?
It was great. Thanks for meeting me at the airport.
Uh-oh.
Sir, you look stressed. Would you like a relaxing massage and blowjob?
Yes.
It's like a house of cards, and if I blow the wrong way, it's all just gonna come crashing down.
I'm worried about me and Anthony, Tom.
What's that for?
We're living together. We love each other, but we're just not a team anymore.
I get it. Adulting is really, 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 really hard.
I've decided I know what I'm going to do with the rest of my life.
So you've heard the story about my killer day.
Heard it. I live for it. I live my life. And I don't think that you could say that about yourself.
I am tired of giving you sage advice only to have you rebuke me.
Last night we played Hide the Rattle and I still haven't found it.
Oh, this is a gay bar.
I'm sad. Spelled CHJD, the H is silent.
Why? I mean, hi.
All of you are idiots. Except you. I'll leave you all to figure out who I mean.
I wouldn't lie to him. I don't see any reason to hide the truth from my friends, family, and loved ones.
I know the owners. Almost arrested most of them at some point. They're a great bunch.
That way of life gets old.
That way of life? Or just you? I guess it's good that I have such a great sense of self-confidence.
I'm looking for a real bear god.
Who changed the light bulb in the sex spot? It's way too bright in there.
Don't you remember the good old days of playing male prostitute in the backyard with your buddies?
It's only prostitute now. Gender's dead.
Tinder is dead. It's true. Please, if you can help us by making a donation for us to help finish season 5 of Skeleton Crew and finish season 2 of Demon Doctor, you can make a donation right there by going to PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. What was the comment from Carl? It came up when it was gone. I'll be curious to see if Jason gets any of his trademark jorking. We will see. He certainly has a way with his mouth, as you can see in that. That's not what I meant to say.
That's not twerking, Nakia.
Okay, so let's start over for a second.
We have to. Paul is watching. He's going to want to see this. One of Chuck's favorite characters is Dennis. So,
well, we love Dennis, obviously. Big fan of Dennis.
Me too, Ashley. Me too.
Ashley, so tell us, what are some of the what song are you most excited for the audience to hear from the musical episode of season 5?
Adulting.
Adulting. Okay.
Yeah. I love this song, Adulting. I think it's such a great, because that word adulting has been a thing the past few years. And I love what you guys did with that song. And it's an ensemble song. It's an opening number. I think it really sets the tone for the musical episode. So that one's my number one favorite when it comes to looking forward for others to hear, because it sets up the show really well. And it's super relatable, I think.
Mark Eugene thinks his song is super relatable. Daddy Issues.
Spoilers.
It might not be relatable to all audiences. Skeleton Crew has always been an adult show for sure. And for me, as a musician and a songwriter, this is probably the most sexual, the most queer that I've ever been as a songwriter. Or at least things that I'm going to release. So I'm really excited by it. Writing the songs with Josh was and is still, because we're still writing other songs, is really some of my favorite collaborations in my entire career. So I'm super grateful to be a part of it.
And I think you've been doing a lot of writing yourself, and you've been doing a lot of sharing of your own music, I think, lately, Nakia, haven't you? On Instagram especially?
Yeah. So, folks, if you remember, we've been sometimes talking about this, the 10-year anniversary of The Voice. And so I've been posting a lot of stuff from my time on The Voice, because they've never really made it publicly available, because we didn't have a YouTube deal like they do now, where they've got all that cleared for licensing and stuff. So a lot of the times I'll post it sometimes and they'll pull it down. Anyway, I leave it up for as long as I can. Last week, of course, I was celebrating the live rounds, which started last week. And so for my live round, I showed my performance of the first live round performance, which was Sex on Fire. And it looked a little bit like this.
Nakia, you did everything perfect. Your attitude, your timing. What an impressive job.
Oh, thanks, CeeLo.
That's a great song. That's an original Whitney Houston, right?
Yes. No, actually, fun fact, I was the first person to ever sing that song on a singing competition show. Kings of Leon, up until season 1 of The Voice, had never licensed any of their songs to American Idol or X Factor. They had always turned them down. So they somehow, I think because Adam Levine was involved maybe with the show, it seemed a little bit more like they're friends and legit or whatever. And so they agreed to let us have 2 songs, that one, and I forget the other one that Jared Blake did. But tonight I posted yes, that you still have to take once a week. So last week I posted
Great minds think alike.
Tonight you will, if you go to my Instagram right now, which is at Nakia, which is in my name right there, you can see. Then you can see America voting for another person, and then CeeLo making his choice.
You can go to @Nakia, which you can see is in my name right there. It is your name.
Totally. Well, some people don't know how to spell it. So, okay. So enough of this. Thank you so much.
I think it's really awesome. I think that you are such an incredible singer and an incredible songwriter, and I mean, people have been seeing that for decades now, but I'm really excited for the SideKick Productions people to see all of the work that you've done, because your music is incredible, and I know that you've been working really hard with these singers this past week and into next week as well, because we're going to be in the studio recording these songs in a few weeks, everybody.
Yep, and the studio doesn't pay for itself, so if you can help us pay for that, thank you, Martin. Miss you, buddy. There are the links below right there. And I'll be in New York City this weekend, and I'll be filming scenes for Demon Doctor, as well as 2 songs from the musical episode, spoiler alert, that my character sings. If you're watching this at home, and it's because you got a shout from me on Growler, it's because we are looking for, maybe 1 or 2 other people to join in one of these songs that we're filming next Monday. So check your Growler if you weren't on it all weekend. I sent it only to people in 20 miles of downtown New York. So that's a lot of people. And we've heard from a lot of people so far. We've heard from a lot of folks, and most of whom don't have any experience, which is fine. But we're going to go through the list of folks later tonight, and we'll be in touch. So
I think what Gato says as well is really important about one of the reasons why it's so great that you were on The Voice, Nakia, because it is the first time that a lot of people saw you, and it's also the first time a lot of people saw an LGBT singer in a committed relationship who wasn't a generic, typical Hollywood-looking person, and so I think that you paved the way for a lot of things.
Thank you.
So I think
a lot of people that get
great.
to see that for the first time was a very big deal, and it meant a lot to normalize and really just help a lot of people feel like there's other people out there like themselves.
Well, I have to say that was one of my biggest fears of going on the show, was that it would not be, they wouldn't embrace it and they would try to hide it. But one of the very first things that the producers of the show did was pull me aside and say, we're going to talk about you and your husband and or at the time my then boyfriend, and we want your story to be our season's love story. So I was really happy about that. And they did show Robert every week, and it was just so sweet for him to be there.
So
they flew him out every week. So okay, so now before we get back to Demon Doctor, I thought we might do something a little bit different. And I thought it might be fun if we did a little tarot reading to kind of get in the mood. So if you're at home, if you're at home, just kind of, if you want to dim your lights a little bit, hey Siri, set Darla's room to purple.
Because Nakia, what was your job before?
So what people don't know, might not know, is that I used to work for Miss Cleo's psychic network. And I was a tarot card reader for her 1-900 number. And so we're going to give this a shot tonight. Josh is going to pull the card, and I am going to read tarot. So we're gonna split this up for just a second. We're gonna here we go. Okay, so Josh will pull a card. Go.
We have the 2 of Pentacles.
Show us the card. Make sure we can see it all.
The 2 of Pentacles.
And as you can see at home, folks, the card is right side up. So, and that's significant because if it was reversed, it would be different, right? Okay, so Josh, I'm going to read this as if this is you for your 1 card reading. Okay,
please do. Yes.
Okay, here we go. So the 2 of Pentacles is, if I remember correctly, it's kind of like a financial decisions. You're kind of juggling. You've got choices. And I know that you have a choice in car insurance, and we're so good. I'm just kidding. But I think you may find yourself kind of juggling a lot more than just a few things a lot of the times. And you really want to work on your balance and your agility, and kind of, just your multitasking, which you're really, really good at. But you got to remember to stay grounded in the things that matter the most to you. Okay, so that's how a tarot card reading for Nakia can work. So let's go to Stuart. Stuart, if you could just kind of close your eyes and focus on drawing a card from the deck, and put your hand out towards the screen. There you go. And then now, Josh, if you will draw the card.
Yes, we have the inverted chariot.
The chariot. Now, this is a major arcana, and inversion is certainly make sure everybody at home can see it. Perfect. Now, this card, really is kind of like when it's inverted, because it's about control and direction and progress, obviously. It could mean that you're buying a new vehicle. But when it's reversed, it could be negative things about that stuff, right? So, Stuart, what I'm feeling this is for you is that, kind of your overconfident nature is kind of like going to start to bite you in the butt a little bit. You've been moving ahead without a real plan, and you got to really get back in control. And I think that you have to stop buying so many Transformers on eBay. That's what I think.
Well, I'm not going to admit how painfully accurate that was.
Okay, let's go to our special guest this week. And folks at home, if you want a little one card reading, you can type a comment below and use the hashtag ReadMeNakia. And Josh will pull you up in just a moment. Let's do Brenda. Brenda, if you could just concentrate, close your eyes, reach your hand out to the screen to pull a card from Josh's deck. Okay, and then Josh is pulling the card.
The Ace.
The Ace of Spades.
Of Cups.
Of Cups.
The Ace of Cups.
The Ace of Cups. Okay, so now the Ace of Cups, for the most part, kind of usually has to show the people, and it's upside, it's regular side up. You can see in that card the beauty of it, right, and how it's kind of pouring into the hand, right? So the Ace of Cups really is usually talking about new love, new emotional beginnings, a proposal sometimes, or marriage. But in this instance, I think what we're really talking about is a rekindling of some existing relationship that you have. I don't know if it's with somebody that you're very close with. Maybe it's somebody that you've been estranged from, and now you're starting to come back together. Or it could also be that you're just going to start seeing the old doctor that you used to see, but now you're going back to them.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. I like that.
Let's do one more from the audience this time. Let's see.
We've got Luke.
Okay, Luke. I gotta get a screenshot of that. That is
Read me now.
Okay, Luke. Here we go. So, if at home, I need you to really, really concentrate and just you're in the shop with me at my PS shop, as you can see, because it's gonna go a second. You're in the shop with me. Concentrate and start to put your hand out towards the screen so that Josh can pull the card from the deck. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Josh pulls the card.
We have the inverted Two of Swords.
Okay, the Two of Swords. Let's take a look at what I think that could mean.
Swords.
Look really closely at the card. It's inverted. So, Luke, usually the Two of Swords is talking about like decisions, and it sometimes can mean like that you need to be in solitude, or you need to spend some time in contemplation, maybe. But because this is reversed, I think what's going on here, Luke, is you spent too much time, kind of quarantined up like everybody else has, and you're not quite ready to get back out in the real world. You spending a little bit more time at home. I'm feeling that. I've been doing that. Even though I've done some traveling, I was just telling Yolanda today during our session that, it's been the anxiety about traveling has been kind of hard for me. So I get it. We want you to know that you are loved and to feel safe, and you take it at your own pace. You just need that clarity of time to know when it is time to be around more people, see more people, any of that sort of thing. Okay. Thank you, Luke, for that.
Well, thank you, Nakia. This was enlightening. I feel like I'm in touch.
Well, you feel like you're what?
I'm in touch with this more spiritual side now.
It sounds like you said like you'd been touched.
No, I've been touched by the other side, by the beyond. As Madame Ruby says, by the great beyond.
Gotcha.
Whoa, did you see that? That was crazy. Hey Siri, turn off the Darla's word. Boom, there we go. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's put the show back on. We're going to get right back into it. Hello.
What? Oh, great. Not another one of your hopeless causes.
Hey, aren't you two...
Hey, wait a minute.
Dead? He's dead, isn't he?
Shh, and he needs our help, not our questions. I'm sure he has questions of his own.
My favorite character.
Sorry, I don't remember either of your names.
Oh, thank you. I'm Sergio. This here is Xander. Let us help you.
Sure. I could really use some help. Yeah, definitely. Say, Xander, did you know that you have two horns sticking out of your head?
Let us take you home.
Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go till you see the light.
I don't want to go home.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I don't think you heard me. I don't think you heard me.
Talk about consent.
That's not weird at all. Yes.
That's a little.
This was obviously pre-COVID.
They're closed.
Reminder.
You.
Look, Madame Ruby, don't be scared, but...
Notice Madame Ruby can see them in their full stuff.
Yeah. Is it
Wait
me?
a second.
Or is he missing his penis?
Yeah, because she can read.
She's psychic.
So I wandered in the streets, and then I came across these guys, and they brought me home. They rescued me, and I can't believe you thought I was dead.
I took up some cabaret on
And
the
that
way.
medical examiner, I mean, what is up with him?
You think he's talking about Yakimo?
Poor fellow. He's cursed, you see. Can only replenish energy by having sex with corpses.
You shouldn't have pissed off the Bruja.
She should have respected his
What's
sexuality.
up with Bruja?
It's not for me to say.
All right, I'm sorry.
I love Andrew in this show.
What are you talking about?
Me too.
And what is with the horns and the makeup?
Yakimo!
Read me,
The
Madame
medical
Ruby.
examiner you were having sex with.
What about him?
He is an incubus. Xander here, he is a satyr. And I'm a Monticello.
And you were dead. And I
Monticello
don't know
sounds
what
like a
you are
sandwich I could
now,
order at
but I
Apple.
knew you were coming back. I vomited pearls.
It's also an Italian fairy.
Jeez. Ugh.
Here, I thought the pitch taco had a weird diet. Ugh, that thing reeks.
You got shit for hearing.
People don't turn me down.
Yeah? Well, it was a first for everything. Me for being unemployed, you for being rejected.
So that's what the problem is. You reject me because you're depressed.
I reject you because I'm not interested.
Look at me. Take me in.
Sorry.
Take me home. Country.
Genuinely surprised.
Arrogance isn't sexy. Just in case somebody told you that once.
Hold on, I gotta storm off to the other side of the bar.
I think, Ashley, you might have filmed this one too.
I did.
Please, I must have you.
How's it feel to what?
No, you don't understand.
Part 3.
I don't want to take you. I want to submit myself to you.
Feels like every 90s movie.
I've never done so in my very long life.
Your sub.
I do so now. Please, take me.
You know what? Why the fuck not?
Actually,
I want to know what love is. I want you to
show me.
Wow, you have done very well. Let me see your arms.
Never!
Oh, look. You have such wonderful musculature. I can tell you work very hard at it. This will work out quite nicely.
If I pleased you, Genevieve.
Yes, Bob. You've pleased me very much.
Why is everyone trying to kill me?
Oh, my poor, sweet little man. I never try anything. I succeed.
Ow.
Fetch me my equipment, Bath. And then, whenever I am finished with the body, you can call Coplots. He will come and pick it up. And Bath, I have good news for you. Tonight, you may sleep at the foot of my bed.
Oh, how sweet.
Thank you, Genevieve. You have no idea how...
Shh. Go. Do as I have told you.
Let's talk you more.
I love this shot so much.
I wish when she did that, she went, "Hey, Hydra."
Sounds fun. I'll be there in the morning to pick it up.
Alpha looks different.
Oh, there now. There. You'll soon have someone to play with. You'll soon have so many to play with. And so will.
Want you to show me.
What?
Stephanie has some of the most wonderful tattoos, especially for this character.
Mm-hmm. He was just on the blacklist, right?
He was. He had a multi-episode run on the blacklist.
Yeah.
We showed that last week. That was awesome.
His stomach is sure growling.
Hashtag twinning. Mark's beautiful ribs.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, his curvature for his ribs.
How is he here?
Every time I see that lamp, I hate it more and more.
Me too.
Good morning.
Good morning. There's no breakfast today. Ash has decided to stay home. He is still processing your rising from the dead.
That's okay, I'm not that hungry anyway. Then this is real. This really happened. really died?
Yes. There was blood everywhere. No, I cleaned it all up. Ash refused.
I am so sorry that you had to do that.
No matter. Your room needed to be tidied up a bit anyway.
Good evening. I'm Hector Perez. The body of an as-yet unidentified man has been found this morning. Police are quiet on details, but one source indicates the man was killed by being sliced open and having all of his body fat.
The fish taco.
It seems he's real too,
The
then.
details are light, but here's the whole thing.
Contact tomorrow.
You may want to figure out how to tell him you're not dead yet first.
Good thing the radio turned itself off.
The award for the best prop
Oh my god.
goes to Gourmand season 1. Him and his knife.
You're still here.
And
Oh,
his
you're my best
Probably
friend.
Actually got something while you're sleeping. Help yourself.
Hungry.
I went out.
Hungry.
Come here.
I want you to show me.
Demon Doctor, starring Joshua R. Pangborn. I love it.
Oh, that's who Nat was.
Yeah, Frank Radicek.
Oh.
You guys know how much smoke, how much you had to pay for that smoke? Whoa, what is that, Ashley?
A ball.
Oh, it's one of those little thing balls. That's cool.
The football.
Yeah, Demon Doctor.
Turns into a balloon and then
There we go. Episode
Doctor.
4 of Demon Doctor.
Actually, I can answer that. It's a mixture of apple/mango applesauce. It has the right texture.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't just plain applesauce. It was
No.
apple mango sauce.
Some days it was just apple cinnamon applesauce because I got it.
Yes. Some days
Some days
wasn't.
it wasn't mango.
So there were some days. There was
It was, it was a mix.
What days?
All
Some
right.
days we made it work.
As
Season 2,
you-
we just gave him fat.
As you can see below is this week's question of the week. Who or what is the most misunderstood horror creature? Now, Josh, why did you choose this question for this week?
Well, because Gourmand is a very misunderstood character, I think. He has to kill people and eat their body fat, but is it really fair to judge him for that? Because that's how nature made him.
And also, is it fair to judge Giacomo that he's cursed and he has to have sex with these dead bodies?
Well, yes, because there's no consent there. So,
Well, people are consenting to being murdered, but
right
for Gourmand,
for sure.
What does it mean, Josh?
Well, let's go to the folks at home. Let's see. The creature from the Black Lagoon. All he wanted was a day. Oh,
Was that Brooke Shields?
Not the original.
that's not Black Lagoon. No, that's
Blue Lagoon.
That's Blue Lagoon.
Blue,
Yes.
got it.
Very
Blue.
different film. Very different.
Psycho Gorman.
I agree.
Okay.
Psycho Gorman just wanted hunky boys.
And who can deny anybody that?
No. And then before we go to another audience question, let's ask you, Ashley.
I had to do some Googling on the subject. I came up with Carrie and
Okay.
Hannibal Lecter.
Okay.
Hannibal Lecter, because he was fed his sister in order to survive from his stepfather. So says the internet. And so he was forced into the life of cannibalism. But then when he first started eating people, it was not good people. So we could say he is the Dexter of his time.
Okay. Okay. Now
I had to Google for this because I'm like, what is? I don't know.
Stuart, you're wearing a Fly shirt this week.
Yes, that wasn't like a spoiler that this was my answer or anything.
Oh no, I just
not,
meant your
not,
shirt
not
was very
necessarily.
fly.
Yeah, very fly. Pretty fly for a wide guy.
Pretty fly. Yeah, well, excellent. Excellent. But I'm pumped.
Good. Did you record that one?
I would.
I
really hope
wide
you
guy.
recorded that because
That's the T.
That's
Anyway.
where it's at. So is this?
I was gonna originally say Frankenstein, but somebody else had said that in the comments.
Okay.
There we go. Right. So I'm gonna go with the Cloverfield monster.
Oh, you love the Cloverfield monster.
I think it's misunderstood.
I'll need some explanation on that one, please.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us why, because I'm a big Cloverfield guy.
Well, the baby just got woken up and just was running around with it, not looking for its mama.
Right.
And that's basically like blaming Bambi or something, for that's basically if you're against the Cloverfield monster, that's saying you hate Bambi. So whatever helps you sleep at night.
Too funny.
Good, Mark. Let's go.
What about you, Brenda? Who do you think, or what do you think is the most misunderstood horror creature?
I was like, I had no clue, and she said Carrie, and that's a very good one. I really think Carrie, but because I did know, I was Googling too, and this is probably too old for most of you. There used to be TV movie of the week with Karen Black, and there was a terror trilogy where she was in all three of them.
Okay.
And she was in one where this Zuni doll came to life, and she started doing these evil things, and she was performing them, and so that one stuck in my mind.
I think I know. I vaguely recall this. I think so.
Yes. This is when there was TV movies of the week, and you would look forward to them and everything. And this was literally like 3 stories in a row, and she was in all 3. But the one that really got me, and I remember being scared afterwards, was that she had purchased this doll. I think she didn't know she had purchased the doll, and it was made her do evil things. So.
Okay.
Anything with Karen Black in it is awesome. So there you go.
Oh, Mark Eugene, you're too much.
I'm surprised Mark hasn't said Congo.
Declare manager of the
close up eyes. Yeah.
Oh, good one, Kelvin.
Very, very good, Kelvin. That's funny. I would have to say, for me,
fire today.
Cloverfield.
Hi, I'm Miss Cloverfield.
The birds and the birds. For me, I would have to say Damien from The Omen. Because he was just.
Now I need an explanation for that.
He was just a human boy until the sacrifice. He kind of kicked in, and then it became this evil thing or whatever. So I think Damon from the Omen. It's the only one I could think of. Josh.
Oh, there's so many that you could pick. I mean, I think horror is all about being a misunderstood monster or creature in some way. Probably Freddy Krueger is one. No, I'm not Freddy. But maybe the scientist in the Reanimator is a good example.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Example.
I'll take that.
He was just trying to do science and create things and
right, and boom, there we go.
When you say Reanimator, you mean Frankenstein?
No, the Reanimator is
There's a movie
1980s, Stuart.
1980s? 1980 or 82, I think.
It's based off of, I believe, an H.P. Lovecraft story, if I'm not mistaken. Right. And it's about a man who comes up with basically an injection that will bring people back from the dead.
Yep,
Frankenstein?
It's similar. Oh, Jigsaw. That's.
You guys love showing that photo of me.
I don't pick it. It's not me.
Barth. Barth is my favorite misunderstood monster.
I want more Barth.
There's a lot of Barth in season 2, so don't worry about that.
I want more
and for
Barth.
folks at home, don't forget, if you're trying to catch up on Demon Doctor and you've missed any of what you've seen tonight before, or you want to go ahead and skip ahead after, or if you want to watch the quarantine episode, stream season 1 of Demon Doctor right now over at demondoctor.com. Super, super happy for you to see all that. We will be back next week, obviously. Yes, we will. It'll be our 52nd episode. And I think maybe, Josh, can you tell us a little about what we might be in store for?
Well, it's Memorial Day, so we're going to be excited to look back on 52 episodes as we watch episode 5 of Demon Doctor.
Gotcha. And, I forgot to ask you, was there any SideKick news that you wanted to share?
Well, we did have a little bit of news. I also wanted to mention that today is another important day in LGBT awareness. Today is Pansexual Visibility Day.
Oh, cool.
So most people probably have encountered, if you're not familiar with pansexuality, probably most people have been made aware of it and popularized by David from Schitt's Creek. So because David is a pansexual character on the show. But today is Pansexual Visibility Day, so shout out to all our pansexual viewers and audience members and supporters. But today, I just wanted to share that Wasted on the Young, our short film that we put together last year in quarantine, was accepted in the Horrors for You festival, and we have 2 awards that we're nominated for: Best Scream Awards and Best Short Film with a budget less than $1,000. And their comment for the film was, "This is some weird, insane shit." Really great.
You need a little bubble for that, just right on the top of the
You
first
do. You need some quotations around that. That is awesome.
I love that. Well, that was a lot of fun to watch. If you
thank you, Kevin.
If you haven't seen Wasted on the Young, we did watch that here back in Halloween, I think, right after it came out. So, and I'm sure we will rewatch it again, but you can watch it by going over to youtube.com/sidekick productions. And the last time we'll mention this week, but you can also help us complete season 2 of Demon Doctor by making a donation at Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and it always helps if you can like and subscribe. And please, the biggest thing you can do for us, we say this a lot, is just share this stream with your friends, share the things that we're creating with your friends, and let them know how much you love it. Let them know how much you're really into some crazy, insane shit, because we love it, and that's what it's all about. So with that being said, we are going to wrap things up this evening, and we'll see everybody back here next week for our 52nd anniversary episode.
52 years young.
Great seeing all of you.
Thank you
Brenda.
so much for being here.
Brenda.
We cannot wait to see more of Captain Jadis.
I'm looking forward to this. Take care, everyone.
You too.
You too.
Bye-bye. All things from the SideKick Productions universe. And I thought I was going to forget all my lines. Because it's a body positive show.
I read for the role of Hunter, and